So this is the second installment of Counterflams by Atlanta Quest. I'm going to play letter B. So if you look at the music, we're going to go from letter B to letter C. A little more unorthodox flam placement, accent placement, timing involved at letter B. Letter A, if you'll look at the other video, is pretty straightforward. I think that was by design. So when you get into letter B, we've got some inverts that we're going to play. There are times when accents will be played at varying levels. I actually watched the original video. They're actually doing this too. So when there's an invert accent, the accent's going to be somewhat lower than a non-invert. Okay, so if you look at letter B, and I'll play this without the metronome first, just so you can get an idea of how it feels. The first line at letter B is going to be like this. Okay, so if we break it down, we've got a flam accent, we've got an invert 5-figure, another invert 5-figure, another invert 5-figure, and then it reverts to left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then a left, left, shot, left. And then if we put it with the metronome, which I suggest you do this because this one really wants to rush. Yeah, when I started learning this, I didn't put the metronome on, and I was playing the notes and it was flowing, but it wasn't in time. So here's the first line of letter B with a metronome at 100. Here we go. See if we can do this. Here it is again. Okay, so you'll probably have to practice that last little bit before you get into the, all right, because that sort of recaps that line and then it foreshadows the next line. So the next line, the first accent pattern are going to be regular accents because it's a left, right, left, right. They're not inverts. So the first line of letter B, we start with inverts and end with a non-invert 5. And then the second line of B, by design I'm sure, was just straight accents, non-invert 5s to an invert, and so forth. And then there's an inverted flam tap at the end, which takes us into the next section. So here's the second line. Let's see. And you have to play this sort of loose toward the end, because if you don't, if everything's all locked up, the timing is going to be off. So with that in mind, let me play the second line of B with a metronome. Here it is. 2, ready, and. Ready, and. Yeah, that was better the second time. So, lots of reps. I would suggest you learn this measure at a time. You know, what I normally do is I play a measure 4 times, then I connect it with the next measure for 4 times, or I go back and do that again, and then we add another measure, and it takes it's a long process, but it trains the muscle. So here's letter B to letter C with the metronome. Hopefully I can play this through with one take. We'll see. 1, 2, ready, and. Yeah, let me see if I can do that a little bit better. I'm rushing. Don't rush. Relax. Ready, and. Yeah, that was better. So, learn this, go back to the other video and learn letter A, and then combine them and put them together. Letter C, I won't tell you anything about letter C. You'll have to watch the next video. Letter D is pretty funky. This has become my favorite thing to play every day. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Peace.